Hello everybody, welcome to DIY Dream Weddings UK. This is Kim and I create bespoke wedding bouquets and connect with you online to create the bouquet of your dream. And yeah, today I'm going to show you how to make a rose shaped wedding bouquet. I've done the first, showed you what the plan is in the first video. Okay, so you can have a look back if you want to. Today I'm going to do as much as I can because I've not been very well. I've got a bit of a cold, but I'm going to do what I can. But what I've done, let me show you what I've done. I've actually drawn the rose onto some thin card, okay, like this. Just penciled it on. And this rose is in pieces. So what I'm going to do is cut these pieces out and then cut them out of some craft foam, okay. And here I've got a cardboard piece which is going to be the base for our bouquet, and I'll be ribboning that up, very similar to some of my other projects that I do here on YouTube. Okay, so what I've got here is also I've got some craft foam and I've got some red, 2 sheets of red and 1 sheet of pink. The pink one I'm going to use for the pieces of my rose, so to do my rose, and the red one I'm going to use for the base underneath. So I'll be covering this base with the red. So first of all, what I'd like to do is, well, before I actually even cover this, I'd like to draw around it onto the foam so that I've got a nice shape cut out that I can stick. So I can stick, basically, so I can stick my foam on top of this shape. Sorry, I really am not, I wasn't going to come on, but I just thought, no, let's come on and just show them the next part of this. So what I like to do with my base normally is draw a little bit outside the foam, but as you can see here, it's very close. I can't really, I could turn it over and show you how close that is to the edge. Okay, and I actually had to cut that in a bit because I like to have a little bit around the edge of my base so that I can ribbon it and you don't see the ribbon. But I don't think that's going to happen this time because I haven't got big enough pieces of foam, but we'll see. So anyway, this is the way up that I would like it to be at the front. So I'm going to actually draw around this now, this side. Okay, I could do it that the way. No, let's do it the other way. I don't know, does it matter? Can I turn it around? I always get confused at this bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around this, but I'm going to take it a little bit outside the cardboard. So I've got a little bit of foam outside. I can't come out very far, like I've shown you, it's quite far. So I'm going to come out a little bit. Okay, so the foam's a little bit bigger than the cardboard, but I can't come out. I can only come out so far. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to come round, just indent my foam where I want that to be. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to work. It's my design and it's the first one I've done that's a rose shape, so do bear with me about this. I really hope it works. Okay, keep your fingers crossed that this is going to work. So I'm going to just come down here and use as much of that edge as possible. So just come along there, and maybe you might get a little bit flat at the bottom. So we're going to just come round and up here and try and keep that rose shape if I can. Okay, and then come up here like this. So there's a lot of prep involved in this, in doing this. If you do want to see these projects from absolute scratch, do let me know. And what I could actually do is I could come on and do a live with all the other bits in. So let me know if that's what you'd like to see. So I've done it like this. Okay, that's this way. As you can see, it's right near the edge. Okay, it's the only way I know of doing it. And I'm going to cut this out now. I could find my scissors. Well, they're over here because I was cutting some cardboard out earlier. So I'm going to cut this out and see how it fits. It's the only piece of red I've got, whole piece of red I've got. This was bought off the internet, and I think it was Eva foam, this, and it was a selection of different craft foams in a pack. And as you can see, it's not as big as the Hobbycraft one. The Hobbycraft one I'm used to using, and it's like almost like an A4, but this is a little bit slimmer than an A4. So I'm going to just basically round those corners, those edges off, so they don't look pointed. So that's what I'll do in a minute. Okay, so I'm kind of adapting because this isn't really the right shape for my project, but the right size, sorry, for my project. So I'm adapting this just to make it work. So yeah. So excuse me if I sound a little bit funny. It's because I've got a bit of a cold. Got a bit of a cold at the moment. So yeah, I did think I might not do the Facebook Live today because I'm not really feeling very prepared, and I don't know if I'm up for it at the moment. So yeah, so we'll just see how this goes. Right, we're still recording. So what I'm going to do is go round, and if it doesn't look right, I'm going to round the edges. Actually, that's not too bad. Just up here it looks a little bit, so I'll just round the edges a little bit off like that. And what I'll do is I will just see, that's the other way, so I draw it around that way, didn't I? Yeah, see, that comes outside. So what you really want is a big piece of foam, so you can come outside. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see. Maybe if I turn that over. Just trying to think. Yeah, if I turn that over like that. Oh, I don't know if you can. I don't know if I can show you because I can't flip it. Because it's red, it's very difficult to show you where that edge is, but I'll hold it up and you can sort of see the foam on the outside there. Okay, so I've kind of drawn it on a bit further out, just so that when we put our ribbon on around the edge, you won't be able to see much of it. Okay, so that's that. So then what I want to do is to do another piece. Yeah, another piece that will go on the front like that. So we can do that the same way, or we can draw it around it. Doesn't really matter which way we draw around that. So we're going to use another piece of foam, and we're going to do just draw around this. Actually, if I do it that way, I know that's going to fit the front. Not that it matters really which way you do it. I just feel a bit more comfortable doing it that way. And then we can put that on the front, okay, or the back, whatever. Okay, right, so excuse me. So I'm going to adjust that in the centre of the foam, and I'm just going to draw around. Actually going to bring that. This actually feels like it's bigger than the other piece, although I thought they were the same size. Anyway, so we'll just come round and just outside our, try to come outside our foam, our cardboard. I hope I'm saying the right words as I'm talking. Sometimes I say the wrong words. So yeah, right, okay, so we're just drawing around. So basically this is so I'm going to come down like I did before. What I'm drawing with, I'm just indenting the foam, and it's a wooden skewer that I'm using. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a wooden skewer, and I'm just drawing around the outside of this just taking that to the edge there like that. Okay, so that's done that. So I'm going to cut that one out. So yeah, it's a lot of cutting out and sticking down. So just cut these out. This has got a little bit of markings on it, so I might actually use this for the back rather than the front. but to be honest with you, a lot of it will be covered. So yeah, a lot of it will be covered up. So I hope I didn't cut too much of that off the top there. Let's just have a go. Not that I can do anything about it. This is the only bit I've got now. That's fine. Yeah, if I do this wrong, I just have to go out and get more foam. So yeah, so just cutting around the indentation that I've made with my wooden skewer, or you can use a cocktail stick, anything that's got a pointed end to it. Okay, there we are. This is quite thin, this foam. It's a lot thinner than the Hobbycraft one. Okay, so that's your shape. Okay, so then what I want to do is, yeah, I would like to use this piece for the front. Okay, because it's just nicer. The other piece, I don't know what's happened to that. Something's happened to it, and it's got lines down it, which I really don't like. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick this one this side. So that's what I'm going to do. So can you see what my plan is? I can't do it now, obviously, because we want to ribbon the edge. So we're going to ribbon the edge to make it look nice. So if you watch my videos, you'll think, oh, this looks awful familiar, which it is, because we did do this for the steampunk bouquet and also for the Alice in Wonderland bouquet. It's the same sort of method, okay? The only bit that's going to be different, and let me show you, is going to be the actual bouquet itself, because we're going to have our, actually fits quite well in there. So we're going to cut our shapes out from this card, okay? So if you can see, I've drawn a rose in pieces. I'm going to cut this out. And yeah, I don't think, basically what I've done with this, let me show you, is so that I can keep the design, I've traced it onto some parchment paper, okay, and then I can retrace it onto a piece of cardboard later on for, sorry about the noise, for my Facebook project. So I can cut this up now. So what I'm going to do is cut this into small pieces, and then what I'll do is I'll put it onto the foam. So I won't do all of this, I'll just show you how I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do is cut these pieces out, because they make our rose, okay? So that's the first piece, and I will use the design that I just showed you. I'll use that to show to know where to put the pieces. So then we'll put one piece like that, okay? So then what I do is I draw around some foam from this card. Let's do two pieces just to show you. So we're going to be using the pink foam to do this, okay? Gosh, I don't know if this is just an idea that actually I could tell you that me and my husband thought of this idea. He thought of a different idea, and then in my head I thought, oh, we could do it this way. But there's another idea that he told me that I might do later on, okay? Because we're both quite creative. Sometimes we sit there and we brainstorm. So we'll do that, and we're going to actually, what we're going to do is cut this out of pink foam so that it sticks where we want it to go. I'm just having a look to see how that works. So that would come to about there, on there, okay? So we're just basically, it's going to be a bit like a puzzle, so we're going to have to stick it on where we think it looks good, okay? So yeah, so let me show you the next bit. The next bit, what we'll do is we'll take these pieces and we'll draw around them, okay, onto our foam. I really just wish they wouldn't put these stickers on here, because it takes up so much of the foam. I can't get it off. It's really annoying. Okay, so just cut that right to the edge. This is a Hobbycraft piece and it's a lot bigger than the other one, but there we are. Okay, so I'm going to do, it doesn't matter where you do it on here. So just draw around my piece. Okay, my shape like this. Okay. And this one. Should I do it like that? Let's do it like that. Hope there's enough room on here for all of them. I think there is. Okay. I would have just, there is another way I could have done it, but I did think about doing it a different way, but it didn't quite work. So if you can think of a better way, that's fine. Okay. So just going to cut these. Let's use this one. Cut these out. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go on Facebook today because I've got a bit more prep to do for that one. So we're just cutting this out. Try to keep the shape in there if you can as you cut it out. Okay. What I did, I just basically traced an image off of the internet, but then what I did, I just changed the design slightly so it wasn't the same. So it's not the same as the image on there that I originally traced off, so it's different to that. Okay, so I'm just gonna come and cut these out. And then after that, I'm going to stick some, if you saw my first video, I've explained the next step after this, which will be that I will be putting some flowers on the top of this foam to make it look pretty. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing. Okay, so let's take these. So if I bring my rose back, I can show you sort of how this is going to look. So we're going to put this one here, and then you've got, yeah, this one will come sort of like this. So you can sort of see how this is going to work. So a bit further over, because we like to have a bit of space so you can see how that's going to look. So we're going to cut these pieces out. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick them on. Let me just move this up a bit so you can see a bit more. Stick them on so that it looks like a rose. And then we'll be putting our coiled roses on top. And they will be pink. They won't be green. They'll be pink. Okay. And I think we're going to do these paper coiled roses on top with some pink. I had some pink cards somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Pink card, where are you, pink card? I don't know where it is, but yeah, we are going to put some, make them with pink card and stick them on top. So that's how we're going to do that. So if we go back to this piece here, to make that look nice at the edge, I've got these pieces of ribbon, and you would have seen this before on, like I said, before we put our foam on, we're going to do this. We do this for most of the projects. I've cut some ribbon out, and it doesn't need to be very long at all. Okay, this is about just 4.5 centimetres, maybe 4 centimetres even would do it. We're just going to go along the edge of our the edge of our card. Okay. So we're going to just put some glue on, and don't worry about it being messy because we're going to put our foam over the top of, so we're just going to ribbon the edge of this. I'm hoping there's enough here. It doesn't look like there is, but I'm sure that I worked it out. There we go. I hope there is, because otherwise I'm going to have to look for red ribbon on sort of near Valentine's Day, and it's not going to be easy. So do keep your fingers crossed that we've got enough here. Okay, I have got another piece on a roll somewhere as well as the stuff I've just cut, so fingers crossed. So yeah, we're just going along and we're just going to overlap this ribbon and we're going to stick it on to cover up the edge of our base for our flowers. Okay, and once you've got your base, you can pretty much decorate it how you want. And we're going to have a handle on the back, okay, and I'm going to put that on first as well before I put the foam on, so that we can basically cut a hole and put it on that way, like we did with the last project that I did. Well, no, I don't know which one it was now. We have done this before with one of the other projects. So what we're doing is just covering up this cardboard. That's what we're doing. That's the aim, is to cover up this cardboard around the edge of your base. Okay, so you just keep going with that all the way round, and you've got this lovely effect in the middle. Okay, so let me just show you what I mean. So if you put that on there like that, if you look at the edge of that, that looks really nice in between. So that's what we're doing with that. Okay, so this is really pretty much all. I don't know how long we've been on for. I don't know, about 21 minutes. So I'll just put another piece on here and I will go away and do the rest of this project. Well, not all of it. I'll come back and show you the pieces as I go along. I just think that if you really want to go ahead, it's nice if you know what the next bit of the project is. Okay, and don't worry if this is a bit bendy, because once you put your foam and your ribbon on, that really does reinforce it. Okay, and if you're thinking of putting something else on, do be careful with the weight, because otherwise the cardboard might bend if you put too much heavy things on it. So anyway, so thank you so much for your support so far, and thank you if you do watch this video. Don't forget to press a like, and do, if you like this video, and do subscribe to my channel if you like it, and you'll get more videos just like this one. Okay then, thanks everybody for thank you everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Okay then, bye bye for now.